Of the many enemies arrayed against the last city, few were more dangerous than Savathun, hive god of cunning. We dealt with her forces in the past, but her cruelest trick was infiltrating the Vanguard itself, in the guise of one of our own, the Warlock Osiris. Her scheming led to something we once believed impossible. Lucent Hive, raised by ghosts, now wielded the light against us. Our only hope was to uncover just how Savathun had stolen the light. To do that, we would have to battle our way through her throne world, a realm of illusions and deceit. With the Witch Queen involved, nothing could be taken for granted. Our mission was to infiltrate the Throne World's apothecary and retrieve a powerful relic. Using our mastery of darkness, we could see into the relic's past and uncover the Witch Queen's secrets.
Eris, we're in position. Where are we headed?
Your destination lies deep within the fortress, Guardian, in the apothecary wing. There you should find a particular shard of crystal. Before her lucent transformation, Savathun was in the custody of the Awoken, securely bound within a crystalline cell. Or so it seemed.
So this crystal is a piece of her former prison, which means it was likely on her when she stole the light.
Yes. My source believes the events leading to her escape are intrinsically linked to the mystery before us now.
Eris said we have to seek out the aberrant paths. So what looks aberrant around here? How did you do that? It's like you created those platforms out of thin air.
Eris, what's the situation?
The Guardian is en route to the object in question now, Commander.
I bet this hive sword will be just as useful as the last one. We need to find a lock to special.
Queen may have recast her realm in a lucent sheen, but remnants of dark architecture still lurk underneath.
And the Guardian's new ability reveals these hidden remnants. Yes, Ikora explained. Why can't we use the light to achieve the same result?
The light may be a powerful force, but when dealing in illusions, it has proven insufficient. It is the mind that must bend to see the truths hidden here. Thus, only darkness can show the way.
My only fear is where that way will lead us in the end.
Alright, Guardian, let's focus. To find a way forward, we need a sword and something to smash with it. There's the Crystal Guardian. Time to finish this.
This crystal could very well be the clue we've been looking for.
The crystal revealed to us what we had refused to imagine. The Traveler itself granted Savathun the light. It reached out to our greatest foe and offered grace. For many, this marked a time of great uncertainty. A betrayal. Facing the truth and coming to terms with our doubts strengthened the Vanguard for the fight ahead. Whatever the Travelers' motivations, in the end, we had to rely on each other. Ironically, it was Savathun, Hive God of Deception, who revealed the true face of our common enemy, the voice in the darkness, and the architect of humanity's collapse, the Witness. Osiris's time under Savathun's thrall granted him a glimpse of a secret that she withheld from the Witness for centuries. A powerful artifact, known as the Veil, was hidden away on the planet Neptune. With Savathun off the board, the Witness would soon arrive to launch its assault against the Traveler. Armed with this vital secret, we now had a fighting chance. As the Witness and its fleet descended upon the Traveler, Osiris uncovered a long-lost secret on Neptune. The city of Neomuna. There, refugees of the first collapse had survived under the protection of augmented defenders, known as Cloudstriders. Something else was hidden away in Neomuna. The Veil. A powerful artifact at the heart of the Witness's ambitions. Callus, sworn disciple of the Witness, was charged with securing the Veil. In addition to his loyal Shadow Legionaries, Callus was given a horde of Taken, beings enslaved to the will of the Witness, and the fearsome Tormentors. We had allies of our own, Callus's daughter, the Empress Keitel, as well as the Cloudstriders Rohan and Nimbus. On Neptune, we discovered Strand, a darkness power granting command over the psychic connections underlying our reality. We set out to put a stop to Callus's plans, but we would soon discover that there were still gaps in our understanding of light and dark. The plan was to put a stop to Callus's plans at the source by infiltrating his ship. Callus's forces were in possession of the radio mast, a device that could create a link between the Veil and the Traveler. Time was short, and there was still much we did not understand.
There's something strange here, too. A powerful concentration of light energy?
Something's not right here.
Wait. A source of paracausal energy. It could be the radial mast.
The Shadow Legion have the corridor locked down tight. Even if we could fight through, they'd have enough time to secure the radial mast.
There must be more than one path to the radial mast. Stand by. I'll send you all the sensor scans we have.
You want them to take an indirect route? We can ill afford to waste time.
as the Witness and its fleet descended upon the traveler. The plan was to put a stop to Callus's plans at the source by infiltrating his ship. Callus's forces were in possession of the radio mast, a device that could create a link between the Veil and the Traveler. Time was short, and there was still much we did not understand.
There's something strange here, too. A powerful concentration of light energy?
Something's not right here.
Wait. A source of paracausal energy. It could be the radio mast.
The Shadow Legion have the corridor locked down tight. Even if we could fight through, they'd have enough time to secure the radial mast.
There must be more than one path to the radial mast. Stand by. I'll send you all the sensor scans we have.
You want them to take an indirect route? We can ill afford to waste time.
Guardian, do you see that? It's more of that strange darkness energy. What is it doing here? pyramid resonance is shielding the Cabal. Another weapon from the Witness. Looks like a dead end. Hang on, I'll reroute us.
You're losing valuable time. This is exactly what I was concerned about.
Another darkness anomaly. Where did it come from? Energy source. This is incredible. You can wield it. Callus has an entire room dedicated to a giant gold statue of himself. Talk about gaudy. Some kind of energy lock. Disrupting the circuit should open the door. The Shadow Legion must use this grav lift to move equipment and troops across the ship. It should take us deeper in. I still can't believe my sensors. Could the radial mast really be a light artifact?
There's still a great deal we don't know. What is the radial mass capable of? How will it affect the Veil? And what is the Witness planning?
All very good questions. But one that can wait until we destroy the radial mast. And save your city.
I know what's at stake here, Osiris.
The Shadow Legion are ready for a siege, all right. Just look at all these ships.
Callus is ready to annihilate this city. If those ships reach the cryopods, the casualties would be devastating.
Hey, I bet we could help with that. Overloading those energy conduits should do the trick. Are you handling extremely volatile energy? Again?
Again? How often does this happen?
Too often. Tormentor, up high. Rohan, you've got fewer ships to worry about now.
An improvised distraction. But an effective one.
And the people of Neomuna will be safer. At least for now.
In the end, we could not prevent the Witness from reaching its goal. By creating a link between the Veil and the Traveler, it opened a portal, vanishing through it to a place we could not follow. We suffered great losses.
Amanda, are you there?
But we were not yet defeated. We would keep trying. To do anything else would be a disservice to those who gave everything to save humanity. Through our efforts on Neptune, we came to understand the paracausal forces that drive our universe. The physical world, with its natural laws, is the domain of light. The mind, consciousness, memory, these are the domain of darkness. On Titan, we revealed the Witness's true aim. A final shape for all of existence. Eternal, perfected stillness, imposed upon a universe of vibrant change. All in the pursuit of higher meaning. To defy the terrible fate the Witness had in store for our universe, we had one option. We had to find a way through the portal.
Hello again. I'll be here.
We'll need all the help we can get.
Examining the past helps put the present into perspective. It reminds me how much all of us have accomplished already, and what we might achieve in the future. There's power in the stories we tell each other, as surely as there is in light and dark. Together, we can face anything. So remember, eyes up. Our light is stronger than ever.
Why don't you... Sorry, Guardian. Gotta get to the hangars. We launch in 10.
Good to see you.
I appreciate what you're saying, Tyra. Thank you. Yes, we'll speak again tomorrow.
Looking good, pal.
My vision was true. Even after years of speculation, no one guessed the Ishtar Collective made it here, let alone build a city we couldn't find. As for Callus, his grip on the city remains strong, but it appears these Cloud Striders are keeping him at bay. For the time being, at least. His pursuit of this object, the Veil, is of dire importance. If he gets to it first, urgency is key, Guardian. We cannot fail.
You Earthlings know how to make an entrance, don't you? I'm Rohan, Cloud Strider, protector of the city of Neomuna. Welcome to Neptune, Lightbearer. Never thought I'd say that. I always figured if Lightbearers came here, I'd be fighting them off. Lucky for both of us, we're on the same side. In any case, I hope we can find common ground. Or at least common enemies.
Rohan always says, battles are won with strength, but wars are won with brains. Lucky for all of us, you have both. Yeah?
This city is impressive.
That's Neomuna for you. You should see it in the Cloud Ark.
Cloud Ark?
It's where all of Neomuna's citizens live virtually. I keep the city and their slumbering bodies safe.
We shouldn't get distracted. Securing the Veil before Callus is the most important task. Do not delay.
Looks like all the commotion made the Vex crawl out of their pesky little hidey holes around the city.
That's the least of our concerns right now. Push forward, Guardian.
Well, tiny problem on top of that. Seems like the Shadow Legion put up a couple of barriers between you and your goal. I managed to ping a keycard using the city's tech that might work with the barrier. I'll keep looking around for more, but you can start there.
One down. How many more do we need, Nimbus?
I'm tracking down the last few as we speak, and... Actually, it looks like they're on their way to you, Lightbearer.
really did a number on this data. So much of it is corrupted.
That's different than the Vex corruption attempts I'm used to. Let's find ourselves a workaround.
So long as we don't waste any more time. Callus's forces are occupying enough of your city.
like your little friend drew some unwanted attention.
The Shadow Legion's pyramid tech is more complex than I thought. Keep them off of me while I override this. I got it.
It's no big deal. It's a complex system.
I'm fine. I just feel a little off.
We'd be lucky if the witness doesn't have the veil in its possession already.
Are you always this much fun?
Fun is not my concern right now.
With the amount of power the veil has, I think it can hold its own a little longer. You're a hop, skip, and a couple rooftops away from the veil, Lightbearer.
The closer we get, the more I feel strange. Ugh, something is wrong. I feel drained. Some of our powers are gone. What is this device?
It appears to be some sort of paracausal disruptor. I shall research it more to find a weakness. But for now, carry on.
being blocked by this energy. Hopefully Osaka can find a way to destroy these things. Now, let's take this guy down the old-fashioned way. That's a lot of Shadow Legion.
We're too late. They've got the Veil.
Guardian, I don't... This doesn't feel right.
The Veil?
It's worse than before. Much worse.
My witness.
Progress.
We have captured the Veil. Well, the area around the Veil. It is entombed, so it will take some time to break through and link the relay. Add to that the enemy presence.
Yes. We know they are here. A few of Soul's protectors cannot prevent fate. You will link the radio mast and see the Veil destroyed. The final shape rests upon it.
Indeed, my witness.
That was familiar. Only much stronger this time. I feel sick. Like I shouldn't be here.
We're in this together. Osiris and Nimbus need to hear about this.
Cabal are inbound with some kind of heavy equipment. Guardian, can you help out? Rohan always... So, the Veil's safe, for now. I don't have an Earth Warlord translation for this, so stick with me. If Callus uses whatever that radial thingy is and somehow destroys the Veil, well, it's tied directly to our Cloud Arc and literally all Neomuni. I don't think you need a Warlord translation for why that's bad. From the sound of it, your buddy there, Osiris, wants to go in guns a-blazing, which, hey, I fully support. But the old man, the other old man, my old man, not literally, but, you know. Between you and me, he isn't sure it's the right call, but don't worry though. I reminded him you Guardians are the experts here. You've been dealing with this whole witness thing a lot longer than we have. It's okay if we lean back and try a little trust fall. Well, if you drop us, it might be my funeral, but whatever, it'll be fun.